Hello there, Mr. Jefferson. How are you
Hello,
today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for asking. So, today I've got new exercises for you, okay? We're going to
Okay,
work on expressing opinions today. That's going to be the main topic in today's class. I'm going to give you some topics to talk about. Basically, I want to know, Jefferson, do you agree or disagree with the following opinions that I'm going to give you? If you can, I want you to tell me why you agree, why you don't agree, or maybe why you maybe agree with them as much as possible. Let's start with my first opinion topic, okay? Number one. Let's say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. What are your thoughts, Jefferson?
no, I disagree with this
Good, me
because
too.
because
Good.
in Brazil we work just only in the day until the almost at evening.
Right.
So we have this part of the day that we have to make a meal which is more strong for our body
Okay.
because if you take a breakfast strong, you can hold until the end of the day. So we need a meal at the middle of the day to bring more energy.
Right. So lunch is more important. I agree with that, man. People have been saying for many years that breakfast is so important, but honestly, a coffee and something small is fine. You don't need a full breakfast. I prefer lunch as well. Good for you, mate. Let's go to number two. Let's say dogs are better pets than cats. What do you think, mate? Do you agree with this or do you disagree and why? What are your thoughts?
I haven't experienced to have a dog or a cat, but it seems to me that the cats are more individual than the
Individual,
dogs.
right.
The dog is more friendly with
Good point.
the owners.
It's a valid point. Dogs are more loyal too, as well. Like they will
Yes,
stay by their owner's side, they will protect their owners. I mean, you can use dogs to guide the blind people, you can use them for detecting bombs, they can help police officers.
that's right.
But cats, on the other hand, they're definitely easier to keep than dogs. You don't need to train them or walk them every day. It
Yeah,
really depends on your lifestyle, doesn't it? Let's go to
yes.
number three, mate. Let's say summer is the best season of the year. What do you think?
I don't think so. Of course, in Northeast, we don't have the four seasons like in the North Hemisphere. You can see very well the spring, the autumn, but here we just can see the time cold, that rain, and the summer. Just these two things are more easy to see. But I think. For our region, the winter is better because it rains and it's good for the countryside.
Excellent. Yeah, I agree with that, man. So the rain is definitely important. Definitely. But you know what? I gotta say, I'm kind of in the middle. Hey, summers
Yes,
get too hot now. I do prefer like a kind of average kind of climate. Summers are
yes.
getting hotter and hotter every year. It's crazy, mate. So we're gonna go to the next one here. Let's say that life was better 20 years ago. The quality of living was better 20 years ago in the past. What do you think?
I'm just 21 years
All
old,
right, well, let's say 10 years ago. Let's say 10 years ago. What do you think, mate?
but the people say how was 20 years ago or
They
10 years
do.
ago.
Right.
Of course, we had the pandemic, and that time 20 years ago in Brazil was a little better on the
Okay.
economy because we have the boom of commodities and in
Right.
Brazil, and the all the things on economy was better than now.
Excellent. Interesting, man. There are some things I like more about life 20 years ago. I think people's connections were stronger, more organic. Today, people are obsessed with like social media and things.
Yes,
It's
yeah,
destroying relationships, man. I don't know about you, but like if I have a girlfriend and she's on social media and she's on Instagram, she's got hundreds of guys there sending her hearts,
yes,
and she loves the
yes.
attention. She won't
It's
tell me she loves the attention. She'll keep that a secret, but I know she loves it. You know what I mean?
it's
It's
hard
destroying
to hold.
relations, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
For
So
some things, it was good because with the technology we have this connection now, but
good point.
we
Good
have to
point.
keep in our limits.
You're right. I mean, like, for example, modern technology has advanced a lot. Now we got access to information with one touch of a button. We can
Yes,
order things online. I mean, like medical research has advanced, so a lot of good things have advanced. That's a good point. I'd still take like the internet, social media, and smartphones than not take it. You know what I mean? So good work, man. Let's try the next one here. Let's say we are not alone in the universe. What I mean is that there might be other life forms living on other planets outside of Earth. What do you think?
I think it's possible
Right.
because in the way like the Earth was created, developed by themselves, maybe any other planets have the same structure, the
Good
same
point.
phases.
Right. In the right habitable zone where it's not too hot, not too cold. Maybe where
Yes.
like water is. I mean, there's water on the moon, there's water on Mars. We live in one galaxy that's a tiny galaxy out of trillions and trillions more. And in our galaxy, there are more than 100 billion stars. And next to every star, there are planets orbiting them. So it's just mind blowing, man, how small we are in the universe. I
It's
guess it's
crazy.
like taking a drop from the ocean and saying, well, there's no fish in this drop. So there must be no fish in the ocean. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy, absolutely insane how small we are in this universe.
That's right.
Yeah, so let's go for the next one, mate. Let's say maybe I'm going to say the most important thing about a job is the salary. What do you think about this? Do you agree or disagree, and why?
It's hard to see because when you get a good salary, the things change a lot.
Yeah, mate.
When you have a good job, a good salary, you think, okay, I'm keep this job because I like the team, I like the clients, the
Good point.
people.
The co-workers, colleagues, right.
Yes, that's very interesting because with your coworkers, you can grow up and your career and get a better salary. The connection are important as well.
Definitely, man. 100%. Imagine like hating your job and just working for the salary, but you hate your colleagues. Every morning you wake up, you're like, man, I don't want to go to work today. The salary's good, but I hate my job. You wouldn't want to do it forever. It's better to have a balance between a salary that's nice and good support from your colleagues and enjoyment at the same time. It's probably the best way to live. Let's try another one now. Let's say I'm going to give you a few more, but let's say maybe smoking should be banned in all public places. What do you think? Banned meaning prohibited, forbidden.
It's very difficult as well because we can see for the health side, but there are the liberty, the individual liberty as well. And when you put some rule that are against the individual liberty, this can be a difficult situation with some people, and this can take some social confusion.
Good point there. Yeah. You know what? I don't want to take away people's freedom. If people want to smoke, that's up to them, as long as they're not affecting other people around,
That's
you know?
right.
So that's the main thing. Awesome. Let's try another one here. Let's say personality is more important than beauty. I'll give you an example. Maybe you are at a party and you meet some girl. Is personality more important, or would you say beauty is more important, and why?
100% personality is more important.
Awesome.
100%.
Good, mate. Why is
You can
that?
you can be very beauty, very handsome, but you can talk with the girl very well. You sometimes you can, but sometimes you speak something that is no good.
Oh, totally. Yeah, right. So, like, okay, we could say that beauty is nice for first impressions, but
That's right.
honestly,
Yeah.
for long relations or long term relations, it just, personality is more important because you don't want to be around someone who's dishonest, rude, disrespectful, unhelpful. You know what I mean? Personality goes much further than beauty in the long run.
Sadly, the technology looks more the beauty side.
Society, man, society. Like, let's say I'm going for a job interview, all right, me, and there's a handsome guy
Yes.
next to me. The handsome guy's tall, chiseled like a GQ model. He's going to get the job more than me, man, for
You
sure.
have to be more convincing than the other guy.
That's true. We got to work harder. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's like I'm short, so like I got to work harder to get dates than a tall, handsome guy just because he's handsome. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Same goes for women. They don't have to work. Like they get favored in society. Men will
That,
be so
that,
happy to open the door for them and smile. But if it's like an unattractive woman, maybe people will be less inclined. You
other
know?
thing interesting is that the most part of the U.S. presidents are taller. They are searched.
Man, that's a fact. It's a fact that people who are tall, they get more promotions, they get higher leadership, advantages. It's a fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
CEOs, people like that, they're generally very tall. The world is changing a little bit though now. Now that we've got like digital technology, like we do our work online, no one really looks at your height anymore. Like you can't really tell how short I am. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, man.
I had a
Nice.
class. I had a class today, violin class,
Oh,
and
nice.
I haven't a person class, and it was always online. And she said today, "Oh, you are short than the class. I think you are taller." I say, "Oh no."
Really interesting. If you don't mind me asking, how tall are you, mate? I'm so short. So I bet I'm shorter than you. I'm only 166 centimeters. And that's 167 on a good day. When I'm wearing shoes, obviously. What about you, mate?
Exactly the
For
same.
real, the
Yes,
same.
you.
Awesome,
Yes,
man. About five
yes.
five, five
Five,
six. I'll tell
five to
people I'm
six.
5'6", but yeah, awesome, man. But then again, so many people who are short are very successful, man.
That's right.
Lionel Messi, for example. I mean, he won
Yes,
the World Cup, man. Like his like our height. You know what I mean?
yes, yes, yes.
Tom Cruise, man. I mean, he's dated some beautiful supermodels, man. Nicole Kidman, very successful actor, around the same height as us. One of the best fighters in the world. His name is Alexander Volkanovsky. Really good fighter. He's about our height, maybe even shorter. Yeah, man.
Oh,
So, yeah, man. You can still be very successful if you are short.
Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin.
Oh yeah, right. How tall is he? How tall is Putin?
That's
Pretty
a
five
report
foot
saying
seven.
that he has this problem with leadership because of the size.
They always say that. They always say short
Yes.
man syndrome. I hate that because then people say it to me too. They say, sometimes they ask me, they say, do you have short man syndrome? I've heard it before. A lot of like Australians, would say it to me because I'd always be the shortest, or Napoleon syndrome. I can't stand that word. I can't stand it, man. There's nothing to say about tall people, you know what I mean? But people
Yes.
who are short, man, I don't know, man, it's horrible. Like society really favors the tall people. But things are changing, Jefferson, which is good all the time. Maybe
Yeah.
one day short will be fashionable. Who knows?
Yeah.
Thanks for today, Jefferson. Good
Thank you
talking to
very
you, buddy.
much.
Have a good day, buddy. See you
You
next
too.
time. Bye bye, mate. Take care.